made it to South Australia! Welcome to South Australia. Well, we've been in here a little while because you cross over it on the Nullarbor, but we are in the Eyre Peninsula, which is like a little pointy peninsula just after the Nullarbor kind of ends, and we're at Streaky Bay at the moment. As you see, it's absolutely beautiful here. We've been to South Australia before. We did some of our regional work down in Mount Gambier, but this area we haven't explored. But from what I can understand, there's loads to do. There's oysters, there's loads of seafood, rugged coastlines, there's sea lions, there's kangaroos, loads of amazing stuff to see. Our first bit of today, we're going to be doing the Cape Bowel loop, which is a cliff top road loop where you can go and you can just see some really beautiful natural sights. So this is our little plan for the day. A good few driving routes and things to see. Let's go. Navigation's always fun. What's this? Halley's Beach. We've come to Halley's Beach. It's famous for its type of limpet that's here, and that's known as Chinaman's hat limpets. So we'll see if we can see some. I think because we started much of our trip in Australia in South Australia, that when I think of the coastlines of Australia, I do think of this kind of style, like really rugged, really rough sea, but it is beautiful, it's really striking. Oh my god, this is insane. Listen to this sound. Oh, actually insane. Oh, it's kind of spooky. Holes down here and that's just what it whistles up through. Whoa, that's so cool. Oh man, it's like hypnotic. Oh, cool. The second loop drive, which is the Westall Way loop drive, and we just come to a viewing spot for now. Park the van there though because it's pretty rocky in here and we don't want to bust a tyre. Oh gosh, they're hardcore. Oh, this is so beautiful here. And it's empty. There's like 2 other people and that is it. Labatt. This is another road where the visitor information was just like, yeah, really suitable for 2-wheel drives. It's corrugated and rocky as hell, but we have made it. Hopefully there's some sea lions here because there is a sea lion colony that lives here. Better be some sea lions, so it's a long old drive for nothing otherwise. There they are. You're so cute. Scratching his legs. But nah, I'm done. Hello everybody, so we've come a little bit further down the Eyre Peninsula to we're at Venus Bay at the moment. It is so windy today though, so it's a bit tricky to be outside. We're gonna have a little look around though, but also we're probably making our way to Port Lincoln today. And that is known as the seafood capital of Australia. So I'm looking forward to some good food. Gosh, it is so windy, but it is the most incredible coastline. I had to take a little meander on the South Head walking trail. We'll see how far we get before we get blown away. Oh, it's so windy. Woolshed Caves. Woolshed Caves and Talia Caves. Not sure how you get to the other one, but there's steps here from Woolshed, so we're going to go take a look. That's pretty cool. It's really steep though at the sides, it's all dusty and everything. We just don't have the right shoes on, so we're not going any further. We were hoping we'd be able to get to the other cave from here, but there ain't no way we're going across the sea for it, so I think we'll be giving it a miss. Morning. So Wiki Camps has thrown up a right gem for Port Lincoln. This is the view from our campsite. Pretty much over the entirety of Port Lincoln, plus a whole load of horses. Beautiful up here. Hello, horsey. Hello. You're so chuffed. So last night we went to the beer garden, which is a really great brewery, got a good selection, did the usual tasting paddle that we always like to do, but that is somewhere I'd recommend going. It was actually really busy and full of people of my age, which was a bit of a change. Usually it's kind of like the grey nomads we seem to be hanging out with more. But yeah, it's a really lovely spot, and I think there's a good few bars around actually that have music on and stuff at the weekend, so it's nice to see an actual bit of like activity going on. So windy! We've been escaping the wind for a little bit. We would come to Billy Light's Point, and it's really pretty. I think it's just a nice little place to go for a walk. So we finally got some seafood. We just went to the local chippy in the end because it's cheaper and it's really good. So yeah, we're going to be tucking in. We've got a little bit of a selection, so it's something a bit different. Oh my goodness, small portion. So I've gone for the King George whiting and a couple of scallops, and Tom went for butterfish and some squid rings. So yes, nice healthy small portion lunch by Tom and Laura again. In case you're wondering where we got it from, it's the pantry, and we're right on the seafront, so we get a nice view as well. We're having a serious seagull invasion, so we're going to eat quick one of the squid rings. That's really tasty. It's not all rubbery and horrible as well. Really yum. I'm going to try one of these scallops as well. So I think this is panko breadcrumbs, which is such a thing here. It's really strange. Really good. Really good. Delish. We've just left Port Lincoln and we've come to Tombi Bay because apparently it's known for its street art. We're just at a set of silos, it's got some silo art on it, so yeah, it should be a really nice little place to look around. We're just going to be making our way to Port Augusta today, maybe dipping in and out of a couple of places. Wow, this is an awesome one. So by the looks of things, Tombi has this art festival every year and people come in and they do all art, street work on the walls and things, so I'll go find some because I love street art. Okay, so when you hear about the Eyre Peninsula or you speak to anyone about it, like go Coffin Bay for oysters and Port Lincoln for seafood, no one tells you how beautiful Tombi Bay is. Look at this. I mean, look at the colour of this water. It's beautiful here. Why is no one saying anything about it? Just here's another piece of the street art as well. I think it's actually a toilet block. It's really cool. We're just about to leave Port Augusta and we've seen the Garn train coming in, so now we're chasing the train. We're not even sure if it stops here, but it's so cool. Oh, there it is! Oh, there it is! That's awesome! Today we're on a really exciting little trip. We're kind of doing a road trip within a road trip. We are going on a 4-day